Good morning, people. It's me, videoing from my phone in the car as usual, because I'm always in my car. I'm in my car a lot. Anyways, I'm on my way to my first client's home, and so I thought I'd check in. You know, if you're questioning whether or not inner child healing therapy is right for you, just ask yourself a few questions. Do you find that you get triggered easily and your reaction is oftentimes way bigger? Like when you have time to reflect on it later and calm down, you're like, oh my God, I totally overreacted to whatever. If you answer yes to that, you've got some inner child work to do. Those are our triggers. It's our child. When we're triggered, our limbic system, our limbic brain kicks in. That's the emotional reaction to things. And, you know, if you find yourself like hours later saying, oh, I should have said this, and this would have been a better way to respond versus react, that's your inner child. She's coming up. She's the one who's triggered. She's reacting to whatever the trigger is. And what we learn in inner child healing in our groups is that we don't push that feeling away. In fact, we bring it up. We acknowledge it. We have awareness around it. We thank the trigger for showing up. And the other thing that we learn is how to discharge it. Okay? And usually the way you discharge it initially is by acknowledging it. You take a breath and you acknowledge it. Now, there is a way through breathing that you can reset the polyvagus nerve and get out of the fight or flight response and get into your limbic brain, which is your thinking brain, right? Because when you do that, you're not reacting any longer. You can respond. You can think about it and be clear. You're not feeling this emotion, this intense emotion. So it tends to create better interactions with other people. But the biggest thing you want to do is acknowledge that feeling when it comes up. And what I do with my inner child, I used to be a rageaholic. Like I raged at everything because I got triggered so easily. Like if my security was threatened, if anything was threatened, it was my little inner child. Like, oh, well, you know, there was a time when I was a child that I could not speak up for I'm going to speak up now. And I'm like, ah. And it made no sense. And it was blinding rage. And it had dire consequences for not only myself, it destroyed relationships. It had dire consequences on my own children and on everyone who interacted with me. You know, people start avoiding you. Like, oh my God, she's hot and cold. You never know what Kimber you're going to get. So now, after doing multiple times my inner child work, and I'm still doing it, but when she comes up, I recognize that inner child. I recognize the trigger. I do my breathing. I calm down. I have a conversation with that inner child. I let her know, I see you. I hear you. I love you. You're safe. I'm the adult. You are a child, honey. And I understand where you're coming from. But you need to go have some fun. Go play. It's all good. I can handle this like an adult. So the combination of acknowledging it, being kind to it, and compassionate. Remember, your inner child, as a child, didn't get those things, did not get those needs met. Okay, so as an adult, we can adult our inner child now. Believe me, you can heal that. It's profound, the impact this work will have on you. So if you're interested in doing inner child work, you can either choose to do coaching one-on-one or we do group. The group groups last 12 weeks. You are committed to those 12 weeks. It's not a good idea to skip around. Like, if you're going to do it, do it. You get in it, the work. It's transformative. It's painful, but it does heal. Okay? If you're interested in that, just check out my link in the description box. You can go out and visit my website, submit a form that way, or email me with the email address that I provided in the description box. There's hope for all of us. We can heal. We can survive this and come out on the other end of it stronger, healthier, happier than ever. For some, after doing the healing work, they're experiencing happiness for the real joy for the first time ever in their life. And that's monumental. That's why I do this work. When I started with this work, when I was going through my certification, I really thought my niche would be business development, entrepreneurship, because that's what I have always been passionate about, and I have a lot of knowledge in it. But as I got into coaching, I realized that the most impact I can have on the world is to offer inner child healing, because that will make the biggest difference on this planet. And when you heal, then you learn, you actually interact with the rest of the world in a calm, peaceful, and gentle way. And you actually, because of your awareness, you actually just embody peace and love. And the person you're interacting with doesn't feel like they have to be on guard. They're not getting triggered. So it's this awareness that spreads. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful to interact with the world in the most healthy, authentic manner possible. You deserve that. You deserve that. We all deserve that. And again, I haven't said it here, but I say it a lot in group. We must remember that we are carrying generations of past trauma from our ancestors. Up to 16 generations of past trauma is embodied in our cells that we need to cleanse and come to terms with. Okay? The tools are there. The opportunity is there to do this. Give yourself that gift and heal. I'm sending love and light your way. God bless all of you. And I look forward to seeing you in a future group or session. Take care.